Hi everyone, today I'll be unboxing my brand new kit of RAM. It's a DDR4, it's 32 gigs of RAM, rated at 3200 speed, and they are at CL14, so they are a very fast RAM from G-Skill. The memory inside, I think it's BDI from Samsung. Let's get to the unboxing. I will be using them on my Ryzen 2000 platform on an Asus Crosshair 7 Hero, the Wi-Fi edition. I already have 16 gigs mounted. Is the red version. The gray is the same between these kits. And as you can see, inside you have a sticker from G-Skill and the kits themselves. So they are made in 2019, the May, I think. So I'm filming in 31st of May right now. So they are really hot right now. Okay, so this is the black bar. On the other kit I have the 32, the red color. This is finicky a little bit, but they are RAM. As a throwback, my current G-Skill RAM is not overheating at all. As you can see, the heat pipe is really the heat spreader is really thick. They are really heavy RAM. As you can see, they have a little bit of asymmetry. Here is a little bit shorter and then is longer. I don't know if you can see this, but they both look the same. So this was my unboxing. I'll be mounting in my PC. I don't wanna remove my Noctua cooler, and that won't be a problem for me because I think I can mount with only removing by one fan. But I need to see which slots on my Ryzen desktop are dominant. So I'll mount the 16 DIMM on those slots and the 8 gig DIMM on the secondary RAM. So I have demounted the one Noctua fan from NHD 14, and as you can see, the clearance of the RAM is pretty good. I can mount it by side, and this is how you view the CPU cooler from the top. So actually one slot is free already, no biggie there, but there is a little tiny slot. The third slot and the second slot is behind the Noctua heatsink, but I think I should be good with this stuff. I'll remove those kit and move one slot to the left and insert the new kits. And let's consult my manual so I can see if that's the dominant slot. So these are the schematics which I found on Asus manual. As you can see, they're DIMM B1, DIMM B2, DIMM A1 and DIMM A2. Let's find which are which. So these are the recommended memory configuration. So if you have only one module, it is recommended to put in DIMM A2. If you have two modules, it is recommended to put in DIMM B2 and DIMM A2. And you have four modules, it is recommended to put in DIMM B1 and DIMM B2 and to fill all the slots. My current configuration, as you can see there on top, I am putting DIMM A2 and DIMM B2. So I have removed my kit. As you can see, the DIMMs are empty. These are my red kit and my black kit. So as you can see, actually one of the heatsink is black on the red ones. Here are their configuration. Okay, now let's get mounted my new kit and the old kit in the same bank and do the first boot up with the 48 gigs of RAM. I have mounted my first stick of RAM on the first slot. As you can see, it fits perfectly, and I have mounted without removing my Noctua heatsink on Asus Crosshair 7. So I have mounted my second RAM stick from the left to the right. My third stick is in place, as you can see. My final stick is in place. As you can see, all four are present. Now I'll be making the first boot up. You can see the start button has lit up. I'll be pushing it. I won't be installing the second Noctua fan because I want to make sure that everything works fine. And if everything works fine, then I can mount the final fan. That's so bad. I have background light. So it booted directly into the Windows. No press Dell to configure, no nothing. There is the AA notification on the motherboard. So my desktop actually booted. So I have a dual screen. Right now I'll be putting my LG to the highest level of brightness. And I will slide into the field of view. So here is the LG on-screen display. Brightness is set currently to the minimum. This is the maximum brightness. Okay, let's focus only on a small portion. Let's bring up IDA 64 and as you can see, DMI, memory devices. DMA1 is populated by 8 gigs, asynchronous unbuffered. DMA2 is synchronous unbuffered. Okay, it has 2 ranks. This one only has 1 rank. The voltage is I will see the voltage in other. So DIMM B1 is actually synchronous. Why only? Oh, they all are synchronous. Okay, so I have populated as in the manual. It only says G-Skill, nothing more. Let's go get to the sensors. So they run on 135. Okay, here I do not see the other details, so we'll be run the hardware info where I have the very big. Okay, so let's find I don't see the GPU, virtual memory timings. So actually they are clocked at 1600, so that's double buffered, it's 3200. These are the timings of, I think they took it from XMP. Okay, and the temperature, as you can see, it's 28, but they are the case itself is not heated and my side window is removed, side panel, so maybe that's why they are not so hot right now. Let's do some ADA benches. Let's do a memory read. Hope nothing is running in background. Okay, so I have with dual DDR 3200 I have 74,000 megabytes of read. Let's test it again, because the first time it only kicks in. So the score is a little bit lower, but as you can see there is another test on Crosshair Hero. The speed is actually a little bit slower, but it's better. My result is better actually. Okay, my CPU is currently overclocked to 4.1 at 1.25 volts. I'll be showing this in my BIOS. Okay, so it's clocked a little bit higher than the counterpart on which ADA tested. Let's test the memory copy and the memory latency. At latency I don't really remember which. So the memory copy is actually a little bit worse. I don't know why, but the extra memory helps me in virtualization and all other stuff. Okay, so now it's a little bit better. Maybe it does something in the background and I'm not currently aware of. So I got 71.2 nanoseconds, and before that I was hovering around 66.8. I think it's doing something in the background, or something is influencing its stats. Maybe the hardware info, I don't know. And this is the Ryzen, the counterpart tested by AIDA 64. It has a actually higher latency because of the timings. Okay. So we have advanced really far. Now I will be getting into BIOS to see if everything has modified somehow. Okay, so this is my BIOS settings. The total memory is 152 megabytes. They are running at 3200. Let's go to the tweaker. As you can see, the dual CP standard is selected. Okay. My voltage of CPU is set to 1.25 all the time. Let's see if I have some other monitors. No. So this was my upgrading plus 32 gigs of RAM, and my unboxing. I thank you for watching. Like if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it, and have a nice day.